Hey guys, so today I'm going to be showing you how I created this abstract multicolored giraffe painting. This is a little bit different to the types of paintings that I've done in the past. As some of you may know and a lot of you may not know, I am quite new to the art world, so I'm pretty much just experimenting with different things and different styles just to see what I enjoy. I knew I wanted to do an abstract type of piece like this one. I literally woke up one day and just decided to just go for it. So I didn't really plan what colours I was going to use. I pretty much just got every single colour that I had, put them in front of me, and then I decided what I wanted to use as I went along. So every time I decided, I took a little bit of that colour and mixed it with golden regular gel mixing medium, I think it's called. I'll leave the details of everything that I use in the description box below. I used my painting knife to mix the acrylic with the mixing medium, and then I used that same painting knife to apply it to the canvas, and then pretty much continued doing that until the whole canvas was painted. So after I finished painting the colourful background, I pretty much just left the painting sitting there for a few days until I decided what I wanted to paint on it. And then one day, I think I just woke up, looked at it and thought, giraffes. I decided that I was going to paint a giraffe silhouette on top of this beautiful, colourful mess. So I was trying to figure out how exactly I was going to paint this giraffe onto this. I didn't want to just get the acrylic paint and start painting on top of it and mess it up. I was going to try to create like a stencil using tape, but when I tried to do it, it just didn't really work. The tape didn't really flex like how I wanted it to, and it just would have been unnecessarily difficult. So I was going to just sketch the giraffe directly onto this with pencil and then fill it in. But then I was speaking to my daughter's dad and he was like, "Why didn't you tell me? I would have just made you a stencil for it." And I was like, you know what? That's actually a great idea. Both of us are quite creative and artistic. We were trying to figure out how we could make a stencil with what we had in the house. So first we thought paper. So I sketched the outline of the giraffes on paper, and then I used his knife. I don't know if it's called a scalpel or whatever it's called, but I used his really sharp knife to cut out the stencil because according to him, it would be neater than me cutting it out with a scissor. And that way I could use the inside of the sketch and the outside as a stencil depending on how I wanted to do it. Guys, he is so annoying sometimes.
It's a camel.
It's a giraffe.
It's definitely a llama.
Shut the what the f is wrong with you?
No, alpaca.
Don't be annoying.
Alpaca.
It's
llama.
a giraffe. Stop being a hater. That took some real skill.
She must have my handle.
I should have took the hand off. He loves teasing me and it's so annoying. So we were sitting on the floor for a while trying to figure out how I was going to place these giraffes and exactly how we were going to do this. He had this idea to wet the paper and that way the paper would stick to the painting, and then I'd use charcoal to draw the outline, take off the paper and then paint it with acrylic paint. So we tested it out on a small piece of paper, but that just didn't seem like a good idea. So then we remembered that I've got vinyl in my house. The vinyl's sticky, so it's got backing and you can peel that off, but it's not really sticky to the point where it will damage the painting. We've used this before to put stars on the walls in my daughter's room, which looked really cool at the time. So we drew around the stencils that I'd made and then cut them out using the scalpel / knife, whatever it's called. Oh, by the way, this vinyl actually glows in the dark. Did you know that glow in the dark things actually need to be charged by light? So for these to glow in the dark, before we switched off the light, I used my phone torch to go over them to charge them. That's why the glow isn't even and it's a bit brighter in certain places, but it looks so cool. Shout out to Jordan for that little bit of information there. So then we peeled the backing off of the vinyl and stuck it down onto the painting. Now the vinyl is super thin and it stretches easily, and when it gets stretched it pretty much distorts the shape. So I let him handle it, but then because it was a little bit stretched it was looking a little bit distorted, so I helped him put it down and fix it up a little bit, and we managed to get it the way how I wanted it. So let's have a vote, yeah? We're gonna lose all the gold.
It's gold there, and it's probably a little bit there.
There isn't, but it's fine. It's not fine. Okay, white or black? Let's have a vote. So originally the plan was to make the silhouettes of the giraffes black, but I really liked the way the vinyl looked on the painting, so I changed my mind and decided to go with white. I don't know if silhouettes would be the right word. Maybe blank space or negative space would be more appropriate. I'm not sure, but technically it's not negative space since I did paint over the painting, but whatever, anyway, it doesn't really matter. Once I had that vinyl laying down, I pretty much just filled it in with white paint. Now some people might call this cheating, but it's not cheating, it's being smart. I did sketch out these giraffes myself, even if it wasn't directly onto the painting, I still did it myself. To be fair, it probably would have been a lot quicker to just sketch them out directly onto the painting instead of going through this long process, but it was fun, so I'm not complaining. So once I filled in the stencil with white paint, I peeled off the vinyl really gently. A little bit of that paint had gone under the vinyl, so I just used a wet kitchen towel to wipe that white paint off, and then I just went in with my brush and fixed any mistakes and smoothed out anywhere that needed to be smoothed out so the outline looked clean. And then I pretty much just did the same thing with the baby giraffe. I let them dry a little bit and then I went over them again with another coat of white. When I woke up the next day and saw the painting, that white was looking a little bit too white to me. So what I did is I mixed white and a little bit of yellow to create like a sort of off-white kind of creamy colour to make the colour of the giraffes match that off-white that I'd painted into the background. And I feel like it looked so much better than it did with the bright white. Honestly, I really love this painting. Every time I look at it, it makes me happy. I feel like it's just got such good vibes. I love the colours. There was no stress. It was just pure good vibes, you know? So I really hope you've enjoyed watching me create this painting. Thank you for watching. Make sure you like, comment, share and subscribe to my channel, and I will be back with another creative type of video again soon. Bye.